You guys, I simply wanted to say how grateful I am. First of all, just I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. My last week's episode did really well. Again, I did not expect. My target demographic for this podcast is around 24 to 35, 36 ish. But like to see the youngsters come in, I feel old. But to see like people, the teenagers come and listen to my podcast, give it a shot, I'm absolutely grateful. I'm humbled. Thank you so much for sharing your time today. Let's begin today's episode, making friends as an adult. So, I've been thinking on this topic for quite some time now, and I have moved to Mumbai, by the way, recently, and I understand, yeah, how difficult making friends is in general. One of the core things my auntie told me about making friends in this city is to actually just stick around. मतलब आप शहर में रुक जाओ थोड़ा टाइम. She says ki it will be hard at first, but you have to like show up each time, stick around in the city for a decade or two to really make friends. And I told her मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं है. She was telling me कि 10 से 15 साल रुक जा तू ये शहर में. I was like इतना टाइम नहीं है. How does one make friends as an adult? कैसे? So when I look at my uncle, his son, my auntie, they just have this core group of friends, and they are all from their school times, which is incredible and crazy. And I was like, it got me into thinking, where was I, what was I doing in my school era, who were my friends? I somehow always end up in a friendship circle of two. Like we were a group of three, and so I've always had these two core friends. I remember, we were a group of three friends. Like no matter who came along, we would stick around. Like, yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. But eventually, one fine morning, one of the two ladies decided that, me, Aditi, was not good enough for her. Or maybe it was like the fight we had, or maybe it was her ego that broke us. Because trust me when I say this, we were like sisters. So, it kind of broke my heart a little. So out of the three, the second friend, I call her Ishu. We used to call her Ishu. Uska pet name tha Ishu. And she's still in touch, by the way, lives in Mumbai, is married, is a badass boss babe in general. As for the first friend, we attended the same college. I was like नहीं यार, still मतलब ठीक है, have you've grown, you've moved on, be a bigger person and reach out to her. यार times have changed. वो हमारा फ्रेंडशिप टूटा 9वीं-10वीं में. अब हमको बात नहीं किए 3 साल हो गए. Like just be a bigger person and say hi. That's I tried reaching out again, and I got cold shoulder for the 4 years of my engineering. And things moved on for me. I ended up in the US. She texted me, yes, on my American phone number, that she somehow inquired in her circle, took in the effort. And I was shocked for a hot minute there. I was like, can you believe this double-faced woman, this double-faced bitch? Let's just call her that, because I tried reconnecting throughout my engineering years, and I don't know why suddenly she's trying to reach out to me. I was like, why now? I don't even, I don't remember if I even responded to her back then. But, that's that. Yeah, that I just don't remember. I probably did. I still probably did. Because I was a nice person back then. I still am, but I guess मेरा self-worth अभी पता है मेरे को. Wait. The story does not end there. Back in March this year, she messaged me wishing me a very happy birthday. Now, I don't know if it was honest mistake or she changed as a human and wanted to move forward. I chose not to respond. So when I shared this with my second friend Ishu, she told me, Aditi, people change, they heal, they grow, life goes on. Do you still want to carry this baggage from the past? she was like, do whatever you feel is okay for you at the end of the day, of course. So I chose not to respond, and I wanted to see if there was a follow up message that came along, or was it like absolute fluke. Yeah, gave it like 2 or 3 weeks. Not Did not hear back anything at all, and eventually I blocked her. And then a month or 2 months later, right now, like, I unblocked her again. Unblocked her this time around. I was like, I don't have any hard feelings against her. Like, we're done for it. Like, we're done. What's up, you beautiful people? This is Aditi, and you're listening to Kai Pan Aditi, where we talk about anything and everything, past, present, and future, and overthink it all. Yes, we do. Today, I want to talk about friendships and making friends as an adult, because it seems like it's getting difficult as we age, which shouldn't be the case, because we've made friends before. So I'm like wondering, why is it difficult now? So I called up my friends the other day. If y'all are not aware, Prapti and Surabhi, they have been a very active part of my social media, my YouTube channel as well, and we ended up being friends because of the college we went to and the tuitions we did together, something along those lines. And the best part, we were all walking distance of each other, house, locality wise, so that was the best part of it. Anyways, we ended up talking for 20 minutes solid, and I asked him, why is it difficult to make friends as an adult? And the two of the most common reasons that popped up for them was like, ek to hai lack of time. Both my girls are hard at working, and like, one of them is like in between, like this hybrid system, have like, they're just working from office, and it's just a lot. मतलब वो ऑफिस टाइमलाइन डेडलाइन रिक्वायर्ड है, एंड वो कॉर्पोरेट का सब फॉलो करना, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, लैक ऑफ टाइम कॉर्पोरेट के कारण, वर्क के कारण. एंड देन second factor my friend told me was relativity factor. So my friend is a Marathi. She got married to a Telugu guy. She ended up moving to Hyderabad, and I think it's just extremely difficult for her to make friends and understand their tongue, or even relate to their pop culture. So she was like, the relativity factor कि उसको जो पसंद है, chances are उसके आजू बाजू वालों को पसंद नहीं है, या उनको पता भी नहीं है. So it sucks. So she's like, relativity factor is very important, कि कुछ तो mutual, कुछ तो पसंद आना चाहिए हम दोनों को, which makes sense. Last, third point I want to add, they've added 2 points, I want to add the third one is very common one. I think all of us can guess this. It's the lack of trust. As we've grown, trust does not come easy to any one of us. Maybe it's the past baggage, maybe you're bringing that lack of trust from past relationship into new relationships, friendships even. Maybe there's a lot of healing that needs to happen in your family. It's this family ka issue maybe. So it's just, it's difficult to make friends as an adult. My friend said the other day, she was afraid that the person, might turn out to be an energy vampire. And this have happened so many times with me. I will not joke you around. I am 30 right now, and every other person who is talking to me is either talking about how challenging it is to be married in an Indian household, or how bad the sass is, or how tu tume mein happens, and how the just this homely scenario, like the jhagda, the back and forth. And I'm like, I can't help you there. Like, I don't know how and why, and like, just I don't know how to help out these people. And so energy vampire is pretty real, lack of trust is pretty real. After reading a lot on this topic online, of course, one key factor that stuck out the most to me was this research done by University of Maryland psychologist Marissa Franco. I know ये बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है heavy, but it's easy. She says that in order to make friends organically, we need continuous unplanned interaction, and shared vulnerability. As we become adults, we have less and less environments where those ingredients are at play. मतलब वल्नरेबल मतलब ऐसा कुछ पर्सनल शेयर करना या कुछ ऐसा कोर मेमोरी शेयर करना दैट बॉन्ड्स यू फॉर लाइफ वाला सीन बेसिकली. So let me share something more fascinating. There was this research done that making a casual friend takes 50 hours on an average, while close friendships take 200 hours. So now look back and see how many hours you've spent with your best friend. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like 200 hours is like good baseline for close friendships. So now let's actually talk about how to make friends as an adult, real actual ideas that we can all implement today. So ये आइडिया बहुत ही सॉलिड था जो मुझे लगा करके टू गुड टू बी ट्रू है. होस्टिंग वीकली पॉटलक, कॉकटेल आवर और इवन गेम्स नाइट, लाइक किटी पार्टी या व्हाटएवर. मतलब किटी पार्टी बट लाइक gender neutral. सब every gender is invited. So मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि I think this would be such a fun idea. Collect your office acquaintances you like to be maybe friends with or want to know them better. Reach out to like 5 or 10 people from different departments and like host a potluck. Potluck is basically सब लोग थोड़ा थोड़ा खाना लाएंगे, जो भी है BYOB, bring your own bottle, थोड़ा सा खाना, थोड़ा सा ये, थोड़ा सा वो, whatever games, खुद का थोड़ा 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 लाएंगे, and that's how the potluck happens. Yeah, I think this is such a fun idea. Then number 2, I literally had a bowl of free tiny candy on my desk in office. So basically Copico या Melody या Alpenliebe, whatever, like these tiny candies, I've put it on my desk. It's just free candy. My only thing was that if somebody grabs a candy, you have to say hi to them. Simple as that. Or they have to say hi to you. I mean, I guess I get it. You might eventually get annoyed after some time. But I think this is a great hack to break that ice. You can I understand you'll eventually remove the bowl, but I think this is a great start to any conversation. People who move together bond together. Point number 3. So there's a legit scientific research done by the psychologist Robin Dunbar. She studies friendship basically at University of Oxford. She says कि singing together is the best form of ice breaking and bonding. This was so interesting to me. I was like, why singing? Singing is such a great activity in general, but I feel like karaoke could be a great bonding experience, but I suck at singing. Do we have another option? So she was like laughing together, jogging together, dancing together, singing together, telling emotionally wrenching stories, going to see these weepy films, jo rula de, cursing together, and all of these activities buffer the body biochemically and immunologically against the kinds of cough and colds of every day. Which this absolutely there needs to be a vulnerable factor कि you both bond over, or you both laugh, or you both cry over for that bond to happen. It makes sense. Number 4, tap into your network. Open your WhatsApp, reach out to at least 5 people who you have not talked in over a year or 2, who are preferably living in your city or not, but still reach out. I would say preferably living in your city because you can make plans, but if not, still reach out, ask them out for a movie night, or for someone who loves to read books, ask them if they are willing to join a book club with you, or even explore different libraries and bookstores in the city. Try attending a stand-up comedy show together. open your Book My Show app like right now, if you are of course in India, or even meetup.com, I guess. If you are globally, I don't know, just whatever your meetup.com is. There's so many activities your city is hosting at the moment. Pick one, choose one you love to do together. Try out, or maybe try out a new restaurant that's up and coming once every month together. That's at least that's what me and my friend Aditi does. We meet once a month, and whatever is on at that moment, jo bhi show hai, whatever it is, whatever is going on, we just explore that, and we love that. We love doing that. Like, we started back in February. We just went to a very local authentic South Indian restaurant. We did that, and then turns out like it was like a very chill non-committal friendship, and we both vibed very hard over the conversation. And then first one was okay, second one was okay, third one was where she actually opened up and she actually started talking, and she was like, I did not know you were into this and you were into spirituality and manifestation. I was like, yeah. And then that's how it, like, give it three dates, or like three friendship dates for it to actually work out. The first two are still, nervous कि वो क्या सोच रही है, मैं क्या सोच रही हूँ. And then third is where you actually crack the shell open and tell them कि how big of a freak you are. And then if they choose to run away, then they are bad. But that's what happened with me and Aditi. Like, how narcissistic, thoda narcissism ho jata hai na, right? Like, I am Aditi, my good friend is also Aditi. Anyways, we have like incredible things planned out for next month. NMACC mein there are two great events coming up. Photo will be on my Instagram, of course, duh. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do that. It's at Aditi hihihi. Yeah. Number 5, move out. Share your current living space. Find a house tenant. I knew somebody who shared an apartment with 4 other girls, and that definitely gets the ball rolling, because those roommates matter a lot. And with their friendships, their friends, unke friends ke friends aayenge, and their boyfriends, and that's how the network expands. And so it's great to share your house, have a roommate, like, unless she's a roommate from hell, then no. But yeah, it works out. Eventually it works out. You gotta give people time. Number 6, take in-person classes. Now, a 3-month diploma program. I'm not talking about workout. You can definitely sign up for workout classes together, but I'm talking about a education wala class, like 3-month diploma program, or something that you've always been meaning to learn for forever. Like, share a classroom with other like-minded people like you. I think classroom is a great place to again connect with somebody. That's like, we are going back to the basics, right? It's like the world is round and we are back to school again, because school mein to humne friends banane chalu kiye the, right? So I think going back and studying is also a great idea if you have time, of course, time and money to do that, luxury to do that. You should. Number 7, travel with your age group. So there's a legit Instagram page called Metanoia Expedition. So how do you spell it? It is Meta, META, Noia, NOIA Expedition. So they host trips for 18 to 35-year-old age group only. Check them out on Instagram if you absolutely love traveling. I think traveling is a great place to bond and make memories together. I think embarrassing memories, good memories, bad memories, just I think you gotta do something together for those bonds to happen that will last for a long time. Yeah. I mean, I don't have to tell you how important friendships are. At the end of the day, your partner cannot provide you with everything. I was watching this interview of Michelle Obama where she talks about having a close knit of friends she go to for advice on life in general. Like no one person can be good at everything is what she was trying to say. So friendships, that's where friendship comes in. Friendship makes you more resilient, open minded, smart as we start to age. So even though friendship may not come easy, may need a lot of planning and a little bit of courage, it's still one of the most essential core part of this beautiful little life. I'll see you in my next episode. This is Aditi and you're listening to Kai Pan Aditi. Bye.